we're going to go ahead and turn it off and engage the engine cutoff switch, which on a Harley Davidson is on our right hand side here. It's our button there on the right hand side of our handlebar. Secondly, we're going to make sure that our motorcycle is in gear. Now how we do that is either pull down the shifting lever, but first make sure this back tire is either spinning or locked. So as you can see, I am moving this tire right here and it's locked in place. If it wasn't locked in place and the motorcycle was in neutral, this back tire would continue to spin. And if you try to lift it up, you're actually going to spin yourself in a circle. And one time I was doing this demonstration and I didn't put the it in first gear with the shifting lever right here, and I was spinning myself in a circle. It was really embarrassing. How am I supposed to teach somebody if I'm not doing it right? So if that was spinning, you're going to go to this shifting lever, which is on our left side, pull it down. Again, go to this back tire. Going to make sure it's nice and locked. As you can see, it's nice and locked there. Now, I'm also going to show you how to put it up on the side stand. When you ride a Harley Davidson motorcycle, it's not called a kickstand. That is for a bicycle. We call it a side stand at Harley Davidson. We are mature and like to call it something different. So a side stand. All right, now that our engine cutoff switch is engaged, our motorcycle is in gear, and our side stand is firmly placed down, I'm going to show you the proper technique. I like to walk through this a little bit slower because when this happens, all sorts of chaos goes on. And so if you can retain any kind of information that I'm putting out right now, I'm hoping that if I slow it down, it'll work. So for this, as opposed to rushing over and trying to pick it up with my arms, I'm not as strong with my arms. I'm going to use my legs right here. I'm going to firmly place my seat in the seat and push with my legs. Now, if you ride a motorcycle that has saddlebags or a tour pack, your motorcycle is going to fall completely down on the ground like this. I'm also going to use my engine guard for leverage. If you don't have an engine guard, I'm going to show you where you're going to feel most of the weight. I'm also going to show you if you have a tour pack or additional accessories where your motorcycle would lie. So if you do not have any kind of those additional accessories, your motorcycle is going to lay completely down on the ground like this. And this is really challenging to try and lift up if you don't know what you're doing, and especially if you're riding by yourself. So I ride a lot by myself, but luckily at work I get to practice in case it does ever happen. So I'm going to go ahead and place my seat in the seat, give myself a nice 90-degree angle with my legs here. I'm going to go ahead and put my left hand on the handlebar, my right hand underneath the seat, and I'm only placing my arms here so that I have leverage when I push the motorcycle. I'm actually holding on. So I am going to push with my legs and step towards the motorcycle. Now, if you do not have an engine guard here, this is where you're going to continue to hold with your arms and slide down in the seat and continue to push up and drive. Now, if you have tour pack or saddlebags, this is actually where your motorcycle is going to lay down, and instead of trying to muscle it up here, please use your legs because it's the proper technique and you won't hurt yourself. Now I need somebody who is a rider. Do you have any riders? I need. Yes? Oh, no, I just need help. I'm not gonna make you do anything. Okay, no, I just need your help. So this side stand here gets a little wonky because we are on a downslope. This probably isn't the proper environment, so you're my roadside assistance. Okay, so if you can just make sure that the side stand doesn't go this way, that would be great. So just when I lift it, make sure that it stays down, because the last thing I want to do is be really embarrassed and push it over on the other side.
Better not.
I mean, I could lift it. No, I just want you to monitor my side stand. That's it. No. I just want you to monitor it. I want you to be my manager.
Chuck.
Yeah, just be my manager. Just manage the side stand.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, awesome.
There you go.
All right, you got this.
Put your foot under it, it'll be sorry.
I hope so. All right, like I said, this is my set. Yeah, we will. What is your name?
Chuck. Chuck.
All right, Chuck.
Babe. Hey,
Chuck.
York, PA, Harley Davidson.
Awesome, thanks. All right, here we go. So I crouched down the seat just a little bit, 90-degree angle here. I have my man Chuck monitoring my side stand. Normally, if I was in a safe environment, I wouldn't have a monitor like this, but just for insurance, I went ahead and called my roadside assistance. My left hand on my handlebar here, my right hand can either go underneath my seat, or I'm going to grab the wheel well there. It just depends on what's most comfortable. If you have saddlebags that have a bar, you can grab that as well. Your hand placement will differ depending on the motorcycle that you ride. So again, I have my left hand here. I'm going to put my right hand underneath the wheel well. I have that 90 degrees with my knees right there, and I'm going to step towards the motorcycle. Now, this is where you're going to feel the brunt of the weight. So if you ride a larger motorcycle like an Ultra Classic, you have to commit when you are going to push this motorcycle up. Because it is so heavy, you need to commit and you need to continue to drive with your legs. When I lift this, you're going to see me step towards the motorcycle and push. It's very simple. Like I said, I'll walk you through so you can see the coordination. Left hand on the handlebar here, right hand on the wheel well, and I'm going to step it up. Monitor, are you good? All right, and I am going to push it over. You have to let it, no. All right, thanks, monitor. All right, I'm going to push it over just like that. 640 pounds.